Updated baby names.
Native baby names.
Native baby
I
names.
screwed up on Cheyenne Hope's name.
Oh, okay.
So then it, went down. It inspired me to do other native baby names.
So we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. And there's a lot to go over tonight, including what? Were you talking to the dog?
Yeah.
Okay. Including what Jerry Seinfeld said. He said a lot of fun stuff.
So welcome to Face the Sun. I'm Brenda, and this is Jim, and he's bringing 45 years of radio experience out here to the backyard. Together, we're blending that expertise with our love of stories and a little bit of fun.
Yes, it is fun. I agree.
But you're not reading.
Oh, my fault. And doing it like deadlines don't exist. He didn't tell me I had a line. And we're doing it like deadlines don't exist.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too good.
But
Oh, that's
every
fun.
day we want to highlight the Veterans Crisis Line.
Yeah. Dial 988, then press 1 if you're a veteran. If not, just wait on the line. They will answer you.
Yeah. So non-veterans just dial 988, but everybody can text 838255. You can also go online and type in veteranscrisisline.net/chat. I just think it's better if you put it in your contacts on your cell phone.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to think, where was it? Just put Veterans Crisis Line in and in your contacts.
Yeah. Those contacts, they're pretty darn handy, especially if you see somebody coming and you kind of know them, but you can't remember their name. Bring them up in contacts. It'll be there for you. It's a good memory, is what it is. Oh, the weather reports for around the nation and for us.
Yep, an updated one.
The Northeast, snow showers in the higher elevations with cold conditions across the region. There will be mixed precipitation in the coastal areas with strong winds adding to the chill. In the mid-Atlantic states, cloudy with periods of rain along the coast and cooler temps inland. Breezy conditions expected throughout. In the southeast, rain is expected in Florida and the Gulf Coast with scattered thunderstorms. Cooler air spreading across Georgia and the Carolinas. Let's talk about the Midwest. In South Dakota, cold and snowy with winter weather advisories. Winds may bring below zero wind chills. In Minnesota, snow in the northern regions with icy conditions statewide. Winds will make temperatures feel even colder. And then North Dakota, bitterly cold with snow tapering off, but dangerous wind chills lingering. Frostbite risk for those outdoors.
Then take out that next piece of paper.
Oh, what is this one?
No, behind it.
Oh, behind it.
You probably take the gloves off. It's the rest of the weather. I can't get the same weather report every day.
Oh, for the Great Lakes. Snow squalls in Michigan and northern Wisconsin with cloudy and windy conditions elsewhere. And down south, Texas and Arkansas, thunderstorms along the Gulf Coast. Along the Gulf Coast. Temperatures are mild to cool. And in our neighborhood, a little south, cold air dominates with snow showers in Nebraska and Kansas. Winds will make it feel real cold. In the Rocky Mountains, snow continues in the mountain areas, making travel difficult through higher elevations. Temperatures remain cold. In the Pacific Northwest, rain along the coast with snow in the Cascades. Cooler temps and windy conditions expected. Out in California, a dry day was seen for the most part. In fact, they're still right in the middle of their day out there, but cool temps are prevailing. In the southwest, cooler temps and dry conditions dominate, with the chance of high winds in the desert areas like Arizona and Nevada.
This almost feels like it's raining on us.
Kind
Look
of
at how
got
wet this paper got. I wonder
Yeah.
if I should like have tented over this microphone.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know how it's going to interfere with the sound, but
I won't hurt a thing.
I don't think it's good.
Jerry said, "Oh, I got to get on that internet. I'm late on everything."
Jerry Seinfeld.
And he said, "You're a nice guy, but I actually only have 3 friends. I can't handle any more than that." And Jerry said, "What could best possess anyone to throw a party? I mean, to have a bunch of strangers treat your house like a hotel room?"
Hmm.
And he said, "Salad? What was I thinking? Women don't respect salad eaters."
Hmm.
And he said, "I can't be with someone that likes me. I hate myself."
Okay. When it says you can only have 3 friends at a time, it made me think of Pat Mahold.
Oh, yeah. What'd he say?
Well, he told me that taking on any more than 3 real estate listings at a time
Yeah.
makes you way stressed out.
Yeah.
So he said only take 3 listings. Don't have more than 3 at a time per person in your office.
Do you know that started that story about that little old 100-year-old woman?
Mm-mm.
I found the first part of it right here.
Okay.
And the second part we left in there.
Aren't we something?
Aren't we something?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go right on by that one.
Oh, really? You could read the first sentence.
Okay, no. Okay, we did Jerry. Now let's do the 100-year-olds.
Okay.
Turning 100 is a big deal, and the U.S. is home to 101,000 centenarians,
Cool.
or just 0.3% of the population,
Hmm.
with a number that's expected to quadruple in the next 3 decades. Jimmy Carter joined the club this year, becoming the first president to reach the century mark.
Oh,
And then Sister Jean Dolores Schmidt, 105, is the basketball nun. She continues to work at least 5 days a week supporting her sports team.
fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
So we got our local celebrity birthdays. I can't read, it's too far away.
Ryan Bartelt, along with Sam Hansen, Brett Sumner, Brian Johnson, and Teresa Kaz.
Happy birthday, you guys.
And Brett Sumner got new hips for his birthday.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, probably got the good ones too. Yeah, it's my birthday. Give me the good ones.
That's right. Spare no expense.
Yeah. Oh, a possibility of a $2,000 stimulus check. It could arrive before Christmas 2024. That rumor or that comment has sparked widespread interest across the United States. This potential financial relief is especially significant for vulnerable groups such as the elderly and those recovering from the impacts of the pandemic. The anticipation surrounding the news highlights the ongoing need for economic support for many Americans as they continue to face financial challenges. The idea of a $2,000 stimulus check for December 2024 has been circulating around and around and around. However, despite inflation and all the rest, nobody has said we're going to do it or we're not going to do it.
So
It's
no
just
government payments have been approved.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because
So,
I hadn't heard about that one. I usually keep up on political news.
and thanks, Ricky. And these people out on the other side of this phone here, they kind of keep us up to date on everything that's going on.
Yeah,
And so if it doesn't go through, they'll be the first to find out.
sure. Or us too. We're in that age group of vulnerable
Yeah.
older kids. Economically hard for one reason or another.
A recent survey of parents across the country, commissioned by the nonprofit Good Sports, found that 56% of the respondents are worried they won't be able to put their children in a sport next year because of the rising costs of participating. And it starts with the enrollment costs, and then there's travel fees, and then you have to pay for equipment. For so many of us with active kids, we see this and feel it firsthand. 23% have taken on extra work to pay for the kids to be in those other sports. 18% have taken on debt to pay for it. 10% have pulled their children from a sport because it costs too much. 75% have strongly considered pulling their children out of sports. And the top reason cited is the unsustainable cost of participation. And then the Aspen Institute's State of Play 2022 found that the average family was paying $883 every year for one child's primary sport. With travel for sports, the cost is often much higher, especially when you start adding in overnight travel. With schools and community sports, it's often cheaper. One example of a growing sport that doesn't require a lot of resources is flag football. That one is exploding across the country for both boys and girls at younger levels.
I was in that flag football.
Oh, yeah. There's no real there's no real major equipment that you need for flag football. You need a jersey, and it's also co-ed as well, so everybody can play.
Hi, Doug Block.
Hi, Doug Block.
Regals. I can't make anything happen. That's too. With us being on the opposite side of the
Yeah,
thing, I don't know how to do it.
let me help you.
Okay.
I might be in the right place. You just never know who's going to get the lucky chair, do you?
Well, since we've been on StreamYard, it's been harder for me.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
on the other side of. I'm not on that side of you,
Oh, there it is.
so I don't know what the deal is.
That's for you out there.
Doug Block. Hello.
There you go.
And Ricky Regals.
Yeah. That was really slow to come on this time, too.
The fog. Holy smokes! You can't see past the shelter belt. I can hear the interstate, kinda.
Yeah.
It's a half mile from here, but
Well, I think traffic is way slowed down.
it's really icy.
Yeah.
Pretty icy out there. So everybody be careful.
At what sport do waders really do well? Tennis, because they can serve so well.
Okay.
What's harder to catch the faster you run? Harder to catch the faster you run. It's your breath.
I believe that.
Yeah. Oh, here's another. We got kind of a mix of interesting stories tonight. A Massachusetts teenager died in September of 2023 after taking part in a social media challenge called the One Chip Challenge. It involves consuming a single tortilla chip made with some of the hottest ingredients a company from Texas called Paqui can get its hands on.
Yikes.
At that time, there was no official cause of death released, but now they know that eating that large quantity of chili pepper extract contributed to the 14-year-old Harris Woolbaw's death. Autopsy results by the Associated Press showed that he had a congenital heart defect. According to the medical examiner's report, he died of cardiopulmonary arrest in the setting of the recent ingestion of a food substance with high capsaicin. How do you pronounce that
I
word?
think it's capsaicin, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'd go with that. That sounds better.
I know I had that congenital heart defect. So that's my had my heart surgery when I was 8. I cannot handle anything hot. I wonder
Oh,
if that
oh,
it just makes me draw a connection whether there is one or not. But I have never been able to.
yeah.
I like the smell of it, but
The Associated Press reached out to the chip company for a comment, but at the time of the writing, they had not heard back.
I'm getting really, my coat's getting all wet. This paper I put over the microphone is really limp up there. Wow. I can't believe how wet it is.
And then the website for that brand is no longer online,
Mm.
but they they have some address still out there, but it hasn't done anything since September 2023.
Hmm.
There are still products for sale, including its ghost pepper chips.
And those are, ooh.
And most social media challenges are harmless, but as with this case, you kind of have to let, kind of ask your mom and dad if it's something you can't run home and ask, should I eat that chip? It's just crazy
But
out
they
there.
can Google it. But how do you know you have a
Yeah.
birth defect?
Mhm.
Like mine was diagnosed so when I was younger than 8, but it was
Yeah,
so I don't know. Crazy wet out here. Look.
it is. Yeah.
Holy smokes.
It's just like
Hmm.
the air is just full of moisture.
Mm-hmm.
The dangers of consuming raw milk are being highlighted again after a child in California was suspected of contracting bird flu from drinking it.
Hi, Carrie Lee. Hi, Greg Chandler.
That child ended up testing negative for bird flu, but still experienced fever and vomiting.
Hmm.
The news came about a week after California officials announced a broad voluntary recall of all raw farm milk.
Hmm.
The name of the farm is Raw Farm LLC, and their milk and cream has all been recalled.
Hmm.
There's a bit of a myth out there about raw milk being better for you, says Dr. Leah Alexander, a pediatrician at Baby Toddler Kids, but there's no solid science to back that up.
And usually, like honey, you can't give honey to
Yeah,
any to babies until they're at least 1. And
yeah,
so maybe there's
I
some
thought it was two.
similarity. Oh, I thought it was 1, but I don't know. Been a long time since my son was a
Yeah,
baby. He's 41 now.
yeah, like day before yesterday.
Well, the December 10.
Oh, it's your
And it's my
birthday
birthday
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
happy birthday, Brenda.
Thanks.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, December 15.
Uh, hello, Gregory Chandler says.
Yeah. And Shirley McFarland and Carrie Lee.
Hmm.
Yeah.
When Chantel Hardin cooks, her son Prince, his last name is Wise, Prince Wise, age 9, stands beside her in the kitchen, learning how to prepare food and sampling spices. But when Prince developed a serious heart condition in 2021,
Hmm.
his stint at the hospital brought that routine to a halt. He required a heart transplant,
Wow.
which he eventually received soon after he contacted Make a Wish of Greater Pennsylvania and West Virginia. And then he was gifted a trip.
Hmm.
And while Hardin sometimes received general updates from Make a Wish, she didn't expect the relationship to go further than the vacation. So when the family received an email asking if Prince might want to be involved in creating a dish to raise money for the local chapter for the nonprofit, they said yes. They burst out in tears, she said. This is what he really wants, to
Hmm.
create a dish that will be remembered. That's kind of cool.
What's Greg Chandler saying? We drank our milk.
Mm, okay, we drank raw milk for years on a dairy farm. Never had a problem with it.
So did you guys sell it commercially too? It seems like when something goes commercial that I don't know what the deal is. Because we had milk cows on our farm and I remember we had milk.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we didn't have a problem that I know of, but
Yeah.
I got a little tick here and there. Not no problem. Hi, West Turkey.
Yeah. Hi, Wes. So Brenda, you have a friend who's native, and her name is Paula Horn,
Yep.
and she, oh, what's that guy's name? He's the keeper of the sacred pipe.
Yep, buffalo something. It's Arval looking horse.
Oh yeah, horrible looking horse.
And Paula has the only daughter I can remember name is because she watches our show, Cheyenne Hope. And so I don't know how I mixed up her name as her first name as being Hope, but I screwed it up anyway. Um, so that's why I thought I would, make my formal apology. Her name is Cheyenne, and then what is the meaning behind the baby names for native names for baby girls and for boys? And I wondered how much it has changed in the last 40 years. What does West Turkey say?
Hi, you two beautiful people. And he sent you a heart. Now, if we can get Ann to send us a piece of fudge. She sells Tupperware,
Yeah.
and fudgeware.
Fudge wear it all over your face?
Yeah, fudgeware over your face.
Yeah, on your finger. Lick your fingers.
Man, that fudge was good. And you ordered like, I don't know, just enough as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, I was hoping it would have arrived for us to take it to Thanksgiving, but it didn't. So we got to have it all for ourselves.
Ah, poor us.
All for us.
Here are 4 Native American baby names, 4 for girls and 4 for boys.
And I have Cheyenne separately. So,
Okay.
yep.
Along with their meanings,
Mm-hmm.
these names are deeply rooted in Native American cultures with variations depending on the specific tribe. They often carry a spiritual or natural connection, which remains significant today. Okay, so this one is Cherokee. Ayana, meaning eternal born or forever flowering.
Eternal bloom.
Yeah, represents beauty and resilience.
Nice. Tallulah is Choctaw origin.
Yeah, meaning leaping water, symbolizing vitality and nature's flow.
Cool.
And Tallulah, that is a great name.
Mm-hmm. I've heard it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like on some movie.
Uh-huh. Oh, well, there was Tallulah Bankhead, a movie star, like out of the 30s and 40s, I think. Yeah.
Then there's Nokomis.
Nokomis.
That's Ojibwe origin, meaning grandmother or daughter of the moon, refers to wisdom and celestial energy.
That is nice. Nokomis. And then with the Sioux origin comes Winona.
That means firstborn daughter.
Represents honor and family heritage.
Then there's the Native American boy names and their meanings. Dakota, and I know she has a son named Dakota as well, meaning friend or ally. That's Sioux origin.
Mm-hmm. Dakota means friend or ally. That's kind of fun.
Wow, our book and everything's getting soaked.
Yeah. He's just kind of sitting out here in the mist. Now some big white albino buck with a rack 30 by 30 will come walking out of the trees.
It also represents unity and loyalty, this Dakota. Yep, that boy's named Dakota. And then there's a Pawnee?
A pony. A pony
Apache origin.
means butterfly,
Cool.
a metaphor for transformation and freedom. And then here's a Sioux name, Shaitan, meaning falcon, symbolizing vision and strength.
Cool.
Here's an Algonquin name, Ahanu.
Okay.
Ahanu, I bet.
Meaning he laughs.
Oh. Represents joy and lightheartedness.
Cool. And then it changes over the past 40 years in native names. The preservation of traditional names. Many tribes have worked to preserve traditional names as part of the cultural revitalization efforts, especially with the increase in teaching native languages and customs.
That's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
I bet they were so close to losing that whole language. Popularity among non-native families. Over time, some native names like Dakota or Iana have become more popular among non-native families due to their meanings and their melodic sounds. And then the influence of modern naming trends. While traditional names remain important, some native parents integrate more modern names with traditional roots to combine native and English names. Emphasis on spiritual and natural connections. Names tend to look toward nature, animals, and spiritual elements. They're highly regarded and meaningful, showing little change in their cultural significance. Overall, while trends have evolved with modern influences, native names have retained their essence, often reflecting the enduring connection to nature, family, and spirituality. Now comes Cheyenne Hope.
Yep.
That carries both cultural and symbolic meanings. Cheyenne means people of a different language. Huh. It originated from the Dakota word something, and it used to describe the uh, the Cheyenne Nation.
I'm going to turn on this light out here. It's getting so dark.
It
Well,
is
look at
getting.
now. This paper is even getting so wet. It's hanging down into the
Oh yeah,
screen.
yeah.
Weird.
Turn your headlights on if you're out driving. Don't get caught in the dark, whatever you do, because and then that old car length thing in between you and the guy in front of you. Slow down. Give him some room. Let everybody have a chance to stop without destroying their car.
I don't know. The light will come on. Maybe it's burned out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, so there's Cheyenne, and then there's Hope for a name,
That's her middle name.
meaning a wish or belief in positive outcomes, often symbolizing optimism and faith. This name adds a layer of emotional and spiritual depth, contemplating the cultural roots of Cheyenne with a universal message of encouragement and perseverance. Together, Cheyenne Hope blends a connection to the Native heritage with a forward looking, uplifting sentiment, making it both meaningful and beautiful. It reflects both cultural pride and aspirations. And Paula she may have those aspirations for her daughters and her sons.
And her future. And their future. And
And
her
their
daughter's
future.
future.
Yeah. Well, they have sons too.
But that's the name Cheyenne Hope. I didn't do anything for the sons. I was just
Oh, okay.
explaining Cheyenne Hope's name because I screwed it up.
Oh, okay.
So
Everything I need to know, I learned from Noah's Ark.
me too.
Me
I
too.
thought it was so important we do it again.
Don't rock the boat.
That's right. Travel in twos.
Remember, where'd you get that?
It's in there somewhere. I can't read it, but I remember it.
Remember that we are all in the same boat.
We're all in the same boat.
Plan ahead. It won't rain. It wasn't raining when they started to build the ark.
Hmm.
I can't look away because it takes so long for my eyes to focus on these little letters.
It's getting dark out here. Ask your phone to turn its torch on.
Hey Siri, turn on the flashlight.
Shine it over there. There, is that?
Oh yeah. Oh, stay fit. When you're 600 years old, someone may ask you to do something really big.
Really big.
Don't listen to critics. Just get on with the job that needs to be done. Build your future on high ground. For safety's sake, travel in pairs. That was yours. Speed isn't always an advantage. The snails were on board with the cheetahs all in the same day. When you're stressed, float for a while. You've raced up, get yourself rested up. Remember, the Ark was built by amateurs, the Titanic by professionals.
Yeah, I remember that.
No matter the storm, when you're with God, there's always a rainbow waiting.
There you go.
Ding.
Now here's my, I have to take your glasses off. I don't know if you can see how wet they are.
Oh, yeah, boy, there's a lot on there.
There's a lot of fog.
Yeah.
You need little windshield wipers on here.
She's a heavy fog. Well, that was fun, kids.
Turn that off. I don't know how.
Hey, Siri, shut off the phone.
The light, not the phone.
No, not the phone, just the light.
So cancel.
Yes.
All right. So we'll see you guys in the morning, and I don't know what time because now his phone's being screwed with.
Yeah.
See you in the morning. So you two,
7:59.
what did he say?
The roads are way icy here.
Yeah, dangerous. There's like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, my phone started going off. It vibrates when there's the weather alerts.
1 minute before 8, we start all over again tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So
See you
come
then.
along. We'll have fun. Thank you.
Yep. Good night.